All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you all are having a good day so far. I was going through my backlog today of stuff that like 6 months ago I said I wanted to react to. And yeah, lo and behold, I've got one by Jimmy High Roller. And I know a lot of people don't like Jimmy because of his stance with LeBron. And I totally get it because he excuses a lot of bad behavior from LeBron. But this video has nothing to do with LeBron. So I kind of wanted to know what the context of this was, because this one is called When the Next Michael Jordan Came Face to Face with Michael Jordan. And there has been a ton of next Michael Jordans. I mean, it didn't happen so much in the 80s that I remember, but the entire 90s, everyone was looking for the next Michael Jordan. And we even had a dude nicknamed Baby Jordan. That was Harold Miner. I mean, hell, at one point we even compared Jerry Stackhouse to Jordan. And I was wrong. In the 80s, people were comparing Ron Harper to Michael Jordan before he got injured. So I don't know who this is going to be about. I don't think it's going to be Ron Harper, because most people don't know about that one. But let's see. Sorry, I was looking at a picture of Grant Hill in front of me. So what I was really going to say was I don't think it's going to be Grant Hill, because he wasn't so much compared to Jordan in that way. He was just like the next new thing. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to link the original video down below if you want to check it out without my commentary. Everybody else, please leave a like to this video. It helps out a ton. All right, let's see who this next Michael Jordan was, and let's see what the hell happened, because I'm assuming Jordan's going to destroy this dude. All right, here we go.
Grant Hill, Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, and Harold Miner.
There's Baby Jordan.
What do all of these players have in common? This guy. At some point in time, usually earlier on in their careers, all of these players were compared to Mike. Grant Hill made the All-Star team as a rookie and immediately put up numbers that had fans almost positive that he would be the next MJ. Vince Carter was a 6'6" high-flying slasher from UNC.
Yeah, we definitely compared him.
The comparison there is obvious. Kobe Bryant was Jordan's carbon copy.
Yeah.
His mini-me. And the closest thing to Jordan since Jordan.
That's the only one that was a comparison that kind of panned out. No, he's not Jordan, but I mean, as close as I think we're ever going to see.
And then
Baby
there's
Jordan.
Harold Miner.
Harold Miner.
Who of these four players was most closely compared to Michael Jordan, but had a career that least resembled MJ's.
Yeah.
He had the bald head, the high-flying dunks, tongue out and everything.
I think he went to North Carolina, too. He caught my attention during a dunk contest. And actually, I was collecting some Harold Miner cards as a kid, just in case he blew up. But yeah, I have a bunch of Harold Miner cards for nothing. I still have them.
A 6'5" shooting guard who could score the ball like a man possessed by Michael Jordan.
Oh, he wasn't a Tar
come
Heel.
on.
My
His
bad.
nickname on Basketball Reference is literally Baby Jordan.
Yeah.
Everyone loved the idea of comparing this kid to Michael Jordan, until this kid met face to face with Michael Jordan.
This ain't gonna go well. Guys, Harold Miner could dunk, but no, this ain't gonna go well. This is actually gonna be fun. All right, let's see what happens. Baby Jordan. Who's Kevin Madden? I know everybody else. Ricky Davis, wow. Gerald Wallace. Oh, Brand, Steve Francis. D-Wade was an interesting comparison too. They had kind of the same similar killer instinct.
The list of next Michael Jordans might be the least exclusive club on the entire planet.
Right?
Before the name Michael Jordan was just another way of saying GOAT, NBA fans would actually use the phrase the next Michael Jordan to describe players that actually had a game that resembled Michael Jordan's. These days, this phrase is virtually extinct. Dude,
Add one. No, actually, add one now, because we just did it again last year with what's his name, Ant-Man, and now we all hate him because his blasphemous statements regarding nobody in Jordan's era had any talent other than Jordan, like a dumbass. We covered that to hell though.
due to fans realizing there will more than likely never be another Jordan. But up until about 10 years ago, if you had a frame anywhere between 6'2" and 6'8", had great athleticism, and could put the ball in the hoop better than your peers, then guess what? You may just be the next Michael Jordan.
Right?
That's it. That's the extent of the criteria to join this club. But
No, you got to be athletic too. You got to be able to dunk the ball good. I mean, we did compare Allen Iverson to Jordan too, and he was not tall, but he was dunking back then. But that breaks the rule here because he is not 6'2". AI is not 6'2".
once you join the next Michael Jordan club, you have to climb your way up the sort of similar to MJ ladder. A list with many tiers on it,
Yeah.
but no one to ever reach the top. Well, other than the man himself. Some have gotten close, but none have reached the pinnacle of this infamous club.
I want to see who I don't agree with. Shoot, I can't say I know those three down there, so I'm not going to comment on it. OJ Mayo, okay. I don't recall comparing Deshaun Stevenson to Jordan, or you two. Antoine Jameson, Andrew Wiggins, okay. Isaiah Ryder, yeah, we totally did that. Michael Finley, we did that. Harp, there he is, yeah, we did. Derrick Rose because of the Bulls. Stackhouse for sure. All right, that's all good. Vince Carter, yep. T-Mac, yep. AI, there he is, yep. Kobe for sure. LeBron, we did in the beginning, but they didn't take too long to realize that his style of play did not resemble Jordan's whatsoever. Two completely different types of players. I mean, he should be more compared to like Magic Johnson meets Karl Malone or something like that, because he's more of a big dude, but he likes to play point. And there's MJ. Yeah, this is the only real close one. This was because the athleticism here with Vince Carter. D Wade was my wild card. I really thought D Wade was going to deliver, but injuries stopped that. Okay, sorry. There's a cool chart here.
At the bottom, you have players that should have never been compared to Michael Jordan.
I agree.
These are the most egregious cases of fans getting ahead of themselves. Towards the top of the list, you'll find Hall of Famers who define their generation. Players who used a Jordan-esque game to leave their mark on the NBA. Go down one tier and you'll find some great players. Go up one tier and you have LeBron and Kobe. Two players with very different games, but in terms of being anointed as the next Jordan, got closer to the top than anyone else. Then, nearly all the way at the bottom, you have the I was super talented and I showed glimpses of superstar ability, but for one reason or another, nothing planned out the way it was supposed to tier.
Isn't Rashad McCants, isn't he that dude on Gilbert Arenas' show?
Good players, but they should have never had to deal with the pressure of being compared to Jordan. Players like OJ Mayo, Deshaun Stevens, Michael Pietrus, and Harold Miner. The 6'5" combo guard who had every fan believing they were witnessing the future of the league.
Yeah, it tricked me.
This cat had all the tools. The kid could jump out of the gym.
Yeah.
He attacked the rim with power, but finished with finesse. As a high schooler, Miner's game was so similar to Michael's that he was given the nickname Baby Jordan. And when you watch his highlights, it becomes obvious why.
Now, this is how you know I was young and dumb, because I did think that, I was like, oh man, dude, this dude he plays like Jordan. Little did I realize, now that I'm older, it's easy to see, he didn't have any of the fundamentals of Jordan. He was just a high flyer. You know, he could dunk really well, and he can get to the basket with power. Outside of that, he didn't look anything like Jordan.
Here are two sets of college stats. Two All-American guards that elevated their team and had fans eager for their arrival in the NBA. But clearly, one of these players had a larger impact on the college level than the other.
I mean, in college, I would say this is Harold Miner. Because Jordan just kind of played his role in North Carolina for the most part.
And the Michael
There it
Jordan
is.
comparison becomes more and more real with each passing season. Pac-10 Player of the Year, 1992 All-American, Sports Illustrated College Basketball Player of the
Oh,
Year.
yeah, he played USC.
But the striking similarities don't end there. In college, Miner wore the number 23. Michael Jordan won 2 slam dunk contests in the NBA. Harold Miner won 2 NBA slam dunk contests as well.
Oh, speaking of 23s, I would throw Jason Richardson in there too, because he looked a little bit like Jordan in the beginning.
Even Vince Carter said that Miner was the real next Michael Jordan.
No way.
In 1992, MJ was solidifying his spot as the best player in the world. In 1992, Miner was just beginning his NBA journey, and for the first time, fans were finally given the opportunity to watch the future go toe-to-toe with the present. It's December 30th, 1992.
Oh man, questionably in Michael Jordan's prime. I mean, we all have debates on what Jordan's prime was because it seemed to last from like 85 to, or like 84 to 98 to be real. But 92 Jordan he had it all. He had it all and he still had a lot of athleticism left in him.
The Miami Heat are set to face off against the reigning champs and the Chicago Bulls. A 21-year-old Harold Miner, just 18 games into his NBA career,
going
is
down.
fresh off his best performance of the season.
He's going
a
down.
19-point outburst against a fellow star rookie, Shaquille O'Neal. The kid is feeling good and quickly proving his value at the NBA level. His assignment on this night, Michael Jordan. The stage is set. Baby Jordan versus the Jordan.
The real Jordan.
Let's see what this kid can do.
I'm voting Jordan 1.0.
This is interesting. Harold Miner, the rookie from Southern Cal, in. Miner will play against one of his idols, an obvious influence.
Well, I'm sure this is a big occasion for Harold Miner to play against the great one, Michael Jordan.
Young kids, you don't want to wear number 23. Don't do it. And don't ever accept any comparisons to Michael Jordan. It will not end well. It doesn't end well. Nobody's going to live up to that expectation.
And to defend him one-on-one. Here's a good matchup.
Miner blowing by. Nice pass by Miner. 3-on-2. Miner.
Oh, great
Got it.
dive. Change of hands, Harold Miner.
Harold Miner.
Yes, sir.
Is Miner cooking?
With just 4. Jordan has 9. They made him give it
Oh,
up
no, good
for
defense,
the
Miami.
three-peat. Oh, not too bad. Harold Miner weaving through.
Nice.
2 more. Young Harold Miner broke into a grin when he heard that whistle. He knew he had a clean steal, but almost knew he wouldn't get away with it. Untypical. He at 58% here in the first half.
All right, baby
He
Jordan.
is feeling it tonight. Harold Miner, 4 field goals, 8 points here in the second quarter.
In his first ever matchup against Mike, Harold Miner spent the entire first half absolutely torching the Bulls defense, getting into the lane with ease, carving through double teams,
Oh, no, we're going to hit the point where Jordan takes it personal. Here we go.
using Michael's very own signature baseline jumper on Michael himself. The fans are loving it, Harold is loving it, and the Jordan comparison that has followed Miner for years is becoming a reality right in front of our eyes.
I think I watched this game.
Going into the half, a rookie Harold Miner pushes the Heat to a 4-point lead over the Bulls. After coming off the bench in the first quarter, Miner is sitting on 10 points. The kid is having himself a game. Michael, on the other hand, only has 9 points going into the half. Now, you don't have to be a mind reader to know that right about now, MJ is fuming. To have a 21-year-old rookie compared to him and come out and light him up using his own moves, that's just unacceptable.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe, just maybe, this kid really was the next Michael Jordan.
Now, I need to explain something. That's why when Kobe came around and I was hearing all the comparisons of Jordan, I actually didn't take it serious for the first couple of years. I was too busy watching like T-Mac and stuff like that with no regret. But I was so done hearing the next Jordan thing. And little did I know that that was the guy who was going to get mentored by Jordan. And he was going to actually come as closer than anybody and get coached by Jordan's, old coach. I had no idea. I had no interest in Kobe Bryant the first couple of years. I was just so done with the next Jordan thing because nobody has ever lived up to it.
The similarities are uncanny. He's fearless. He's relentless. He's got all the moves. What could possibly go wrong.
The confidence and the game growing nightly for Harold Miner.
I think Michael Jordan might try and take Harold Miner and show him who's boss.
You see that? The commentators even know. They already know. Jordan has such a reputation. Yeah, I think Jordan's going to torch this kid.
We'll see.
Now, why do you have to go and say that?
7 on the shot clock. Jordan to work.
Oh.
Good if it goes.
Oh.
Jordan for the stuff in the first. Jordan on the prowl.
God, look at this defense. Get
Jordan
out of here.
with a reject.
He's everywhere on defense, folks. Good defense.
Miami's
by Glenn
defense is
Rice.
insane.
They tried to bring Scottie Pippen
Bang.
free pass by Glenn Rice.
Back to Jordan. Jordan on the cut.
Oh, boy.
Jordan with
Just
the
a
steal.
regular day on the job for
Look
MJ.
out. Look out, folks.
You'll see it later on your nightly news.
For the next 24 minutes, Michael Jordan goes berserk on the Miami Heat, dropping 30 points in the second half alone.
Not too shabby,
While Harold
Mike.
Miner was doing his best Michael Jordan impression, Michael Jordan was busy showing the rookie there will only be one real MJ. Michael finished the game with 39, 8, and 6 with 3 steals and 2 blocks.
Man, scoring 30 points in 24 minutes against this insane defense in one, yeah, that's crazy. That's how you know he's pissed off.
Of his best games of the entire season. Almost as
dunking
if
on
he were
everyone.
trying to send a message to Harold and everyone else to stop the comparisons. Because once Michael went full GOAT mode, Miner didn't score another bucket for the entire game.
Oh, man.
Finishing with 10 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. The kid didn't ask for this. He didn't
did.
create the Jordan comparison for himself.
He wore 23. He did. It is what it is. I got nothing against Harold Miner, but you wear 23. It is what it is. Like, I'll just say this. LeBron is lucky Jordan was retired by the time he was drafted. If not, MJ would have came after him, man.
He just happened to be in the path of the storm, and just like every other MJ clone, the storm swept him up and spit him out. But, of course, this storm wasn't over just yet. Because for the next 4 seasons, Michael Jordan continued to give an annual reminder to Harold Miner that the comparisons should have never happened. Now, Harold Miner wasn't a bad player. He could get to his spots, he contributed on a nightly basis, and he played his role. But due to limited minutes and an injury in his 3rd NBA season, we never got to see Harold Miner's full potential. And, well, it also didn't help that Michael went out of his way to make the kid's life a living hell every single time they faced off. Michael handed Harold L after L after L while putting up MVP numbers on him. Meanwhile, Harold could hardly even catch his stride while trying to keep up with the man people so desperately compared him to. Here's Michael's career numbers when facing off against Harold.
Hey, I think this is fair game. When Jordan came in the league, everyone was punishing him because he was trying to get to the top of the mountain, and everyone at the top of the mountain, that's what it is. King of the mountain, you know? They're going to take you down, man, because they don't want to give up their spot. Same with MJ. You're trying to take my spot? All right. I'm coming after you, kid.
And here's Harold's numbers when facing off against Mike. Yeah. But wait, there's
Hold
more.
on, I actually want to take a better look at that.
Mike.
Okay, because, yeah, the points, obviously. Actually, Jordan played below average against Miner. So the narrative here is kind of false. At this time, Jordan was averaging, what, probably 30, 31 points a game? So nice, well-rounded game, shooting 50%. That's Jordan's average. Yeah, this is just like regular basketball. It just looks like he's intentionally torching the kid because that's just what it looked like when you went against MJ. All right, Miner got 8 points, a rebound, and assist, and even got more turnovers than MJ while producing so little and shooting not terrible against Jordan's defense, but not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. After 3 relatively disappointing seasons with the Miami Heat, Miner was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers in 1995. But even in Cleveland, Miner couldn't seem to catch a break, and his career would soon be coming to an uneventful and premature end. But hey, at least Harold Miner was able to shake off that Baby Jordan tag and just play the game he loved one last time. You've got to be kidding.
Oh. Wait, is that his final game? Final game?
Me.
And he'll be defended tonight by this man, his idol, Michael Jordan. He has Michael's picture still on his wall in his homeroom in his mom's house and says that having Michael Jordan defend him will be interesting, to say the least.
Should become a pretty good defensive player.
Jordan stolen back by Jordan from the free throw. 34 in a row at United Center going back to last year. That is Jordan. Mills right in Jordan's face, forced him to his
Nice bank.
Oh, they couldn't find anybody but number 23. Against Marley.
Against Marley.
Soaring.
Thunder Dan.
As some sort of twisted farewell gift, Michael Jordan and the Bulls handed Harold Miner a 26-point blowout loss in his final NBA game.
Man, that was common back then, though. These guys were torching the league. They didn't have to load manage because they got to load manage in the fourth quarter because they literally went out and put up they'd be up by like 25 against most teams by the end of the third quarter. And then we got to see like Randy Brown and Bill Wennington and Judd Bushler and all those guys take over.
Of the 480 players Miner played against in his NBA career, on February 20th, 1996, this poor man was unfortunate enough to play Michael Jordan in his very last game in the NBA.
That sucks.
Following this loss, Harold Miner never stepped foot onto another NBA court. And that's it.
Damn.
After 4 short seasons and the
He played well. Hold up.
NBA court. And that's
So he averaged 2.8. He put up at least 8 in this game. He might have had 9 right there. I mean, it's not anything to brag about, but he did step up apparently to play against MJ. He tried.
That's it. After 4 short seasons and the occasional highlights, the once highly anticipated high-flying guard that fans had sworn would be the next Michael Jordan was done playing basketball. But the saddest part about his journey is that I don't even think he became Harold Miner. The kid was talented, there's no doubting that. But as his former college coach said in an interview, the worst thing that happened to Miner wasn't the lack of opportunities, it wasn't the injuries, it was being compared to Michael Jordan.
100%.
Because when compared to the GOAT, every other player falls short.
Yep.
Harold Miner just happened to fall a bit shorter than everyone else. Hope you all enjoyed.
I did.
And as always, until next time.
That was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, I mean, the life lesson here is just don't ever compare yourself to Jordan. That even means don't wear number 23. I would avoid wearing number 45 as well. And if anybody in the media, like, okay, right now, Ant-Man, you know how people comparing Ant-Man to Jordan in the media? I would shut that shit down so fast if I were him. I would just stop the comparisons and be like, oh man, no, I don't play anything like Jordan. Jordan's the GOAT. Like, you know, just stop it. Stop it. I don't want those comparisons. Kobe tried to do that. He did his best, but in the beginning, it didn't go so well because by the time he won his first championship, he was still wearing a Jordan jersey. Like, he was wearing a Jordan jersey during the celebration of that first ring. And it was Shaq who told him. He was like, I think you should start wearing your own jersey, kid. You know? And Kobe was contemplating. He was like, it's time? It's time? All right. All right. But yeah, you just don't want those comparisons, man. It's just, I see the same thing now where, like, people say, like, the next Steph. What's his name? From freaking Atlanta. I'm drawing a blank here. You all know that kid in Atlanta. Oh man, Trey. Trey Young. There it is. Jeez, freaking old man brain here. You know, you just don't want to be compared to him. Jordan Poole was compared to him for a while. Everyone's looking for the next Steph Curry now. and it just doesn't usually end well because you just can't. There are certain players out there that are completely unique and special, and they're the originators. They created this style of basketball, and so to copy it, no matter what you do, it's going to be a watered down version of it because this was like, they lived this, they created this, it's their baby, you know? So of course they're going to do it better than anybody trying to emulate them. And like I said, Kobe was the closest thing we've ever seen to somebody who's emulating somebody else and came close to doing it as well. But still, there's nothing that could be done. You know, he was never going to be as good as Jordan. He was stubborn, man. Kobe's stubborn. So Kobe tried to force the issue. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be compared to Steph now. And I certainly would never allow being compared to Jordan because that's just not going to go well. Do you guys remember Harold Miner? Do y'all remember this? Because that was an interesting time. But yeah, all the way to the dunk contest, the comparisons continued. By the end of that first season, and I think it's because I watched this game on TV, I was like, yeah, he's not him. You know, like it ain't gonna happen. MJ's MJ. You know, screw baby. You know, no baby Jordan. Like MJ's still in his prime out here. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave it with that. That was a fun video. I think for Jimmy High Roller, I'm gonna just avoid anything that has to do with LeBron James because I do enjoy his content when it comes to basketball overall. Just not when it has to do with LeBron James. It gets a little funny. All right, everyone, let me know what you thought. Share some memories about Harold Miner down below, Baby Jordan. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one, okay? Thanks for watching. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And you can hit that bell notification if you want to be notified on my next one. Thank you, everybody. On the road to 50K. Let's go. Peace out.